Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you on this Sunday? The day before Monday. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just sitting here, just winding up a little breakfast that I had this morning. I have my coffee right here on deck. Just wanted to come in and say good morning to you guys and see how you all was doing. It's a beautiful day out. The sun is out so beautifully, like always, lately. Couldn't ask for a better day. And so I done ate my little breakfast, and I'm gonna sit here probably in the next 30 minutes, then go change my clothes once again and put on my walking clothes and put my plugs in and just get to going. So yes, indeed. So I am back. And the topic we want to talk about today is going to be boom. This is what I have for you today. So the topic is today about jobs. I'm going to start off like this. How things are changing in the workforce. When I was coming up, and particularly when I was in school, we had custodials, or what you call janitors, whatever. And they was basically male-based. It was male-based. When I was coming up and I was in school, I don't remember a female janitor, a female custodian. It was always male. Now it becomes, now that it's all females that you see, you barely see males. It's females from where I see. Went downtown and do a little shopping and had to go and use the restroom and stuff like that. And even when I went to the mall, was it a couple of weeks ago, I went to the mall and you see the lady pushing the cart and stuff like that, had her mop bucket or whatever. And I said to my friend, I said, the workforce is changing. I said, you notice you see more women doing these type of jobs than men. And she said, well, Sonia, she said, every time you go to a gas station or you go over to someone's house, they sitting on the couch. Some of them. Majority of them, they get up and they handle their business and take care of their family. But you go in certain areas and go put some gas in your vehicle, you got a quarter, ma'am, you got a dime, ma'am. Well, you trying to nickel and dime me to death. Have you ever thought about going and getting a job to take care of yourself? You probably got children. Make sure your children is okay, or whatever the situation may be, instead of trying to nickel and dime me to death. And she said, Sonia, that's some of the problem. The workforce is, evolving. And things changing. And it is. And one thing I can say about a changing workforce and a woman, if you have children and you needed some type of help from the state government, they will give you the help. But it's going to come with a price. But a month later, maybe 2 months, I don't know, you're going to get a letter in the mail. You got to go to this program. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to jump on your head. You got to do the splits. All of that. And you're like, what is this? And you have to follow all of that to keep your benefits. That probably will feed your children or whatever services you get. And you're like, what is this? But the person that laid with you and made these children, created these children, they did not get one letter. Not one. That woman did. And the woman gets so fed up and gets so sick of that, they said, hell with this. Then they gone out there and they start getting these jobs. And it's to a point, I have to feed my children. I had to make sure my children are clothed. So what job you got available? Because I'm sick of this right here. This, it ain't for me. Then they started getting these jobs that men used to hold. And I said, I wonder what happened to the workforce like that. The men workforce in a lot of these jobs, you know. And you see it everywhere you go. I went to 7-Eleven. There's a man standing out there and hold the door for everybody. A very nice gentleman. He hold the door for everybody that come in and out. But the thing of it, when you go in there, God bless you, ma'am, hold the door for you. But when you step out of that store, you got a dime, you got a nickel, you got a quarter. And I'm like, you don't know, is it mental illness? You don't want to judge nobody because it's not what it's about, because you don't know what nobody going through. So that's why you always be kind. But you wonder. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just the workforce is evolving more. Like they had a study here in my home state of Michigan. It's more women going away and going to college, taking classes or whatever, and they trying to figure out doing a study where's the men folk. So it's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors that can go into that. So I just hope whatever's going on and where our men at, some people will beg to differ. They probably say, well, you might have some of them in the pipeline, some of them even worse than that. I don't know. But I just noticed, so like when I'm going places, you seeing jobs that used to be really held by men folk, it's the women folk. And you said, wow, because they have to feed their families. Then if you get in any state assistance, like I said, you're going to get a letter on But, and I wonder, and I wonder. Then you got to work as a woman. You got to come home, men too, and you got to cook those children a meals. You got to help them with the homework. It's a lot. Cause that was me. That was my life, help them with homework, and, you'll be tired. There ain't no telling what else you might be going through. And you have to deal with all of that. But I only can speak for my situation. I know when things was like that with me way back in the day, and me and my last relationship didn't work, which was my son's father. My son be 24 this week. I was done. I was chapo. Once we separated, I think my child was six. I think he was 6. I was done. Chapo. I turned my 100% focus on my children. And that's what I did. And I had to make a lot of sacrifice. I did. A lot of sacrifices. I did. And I learned a lot of stuff. I taught myself a lot of stuff. And once I turned my focus to them, then you start to see the process and the progress in everything as they start to be coming into young people, going to high school and young adults and things like that. Because right to this day, that's how I learned, like over 30 years ago, probably longer than that. Over 30 years, that's how I learned how to coupon. I taught myself, sat down with that a piece of paper and an ink pen and a pencil. Never forget it. Put them coupons, had a pile of coupons here. Then at that time, you can match the coupons, had a other pile of coupons over here. Got that coupon, add that stuff up, add them all together. Hey, if something $5.99, I got a coupon over here for $2 off. Got a coupon over here for 50 cents off. Then my 20%, get the add and subtracting, and get dish liquid, washing detergent, soap, tissue. That stuff can come up to like $50. After I finish with my coupons, I done brought that $50 down to 15. Then if I'm at CVS, I'll bring it so low, then they're kicking me out of extra bucks. So I done got all of that free. And I taught myself how to coupon. I really did. So I'm finna involve this story into part 2. And I'm gonna be right back with you. And I thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now. Wait for part 2.